Well, at STEMC and at many of our other customers, the ability to address specific areas quickly and in a documented fashion has been, a huge thing for us. That we need to serve, that there's some available funding to serve these homes if you can complete the installation in Y time under X deadline. Having the information of knowing exactly what it's going to take to go do that, and then be able to do that consistently is something that Render enables Irby's customers to do in a way that we would not be able to do in a uh, traditional linear project. I think during one of our earlier meetings, my view on this is I described Render as creating a nonlinear construction workflow. Normally in construction, you must move from left to right. You must start at A and end at Z. With Render, I can start at A and jump over to M and build M in OP and then go back to X, Y, and then come back to B because I either need to commercially, I need to logistically, or sometimes I need to just for the weather. There's a lot of times where in the rainy season you can't get there. It doesn't matter if that's the next thing you should be doing, you cannot do that. So what else can you do? And because we were able to do that, Southwest Tennessee, among others, I think Billy can talk to, they achieved a rate of construction and a rate of very targeted construction that couldn't be done any other way.
Good. That's a good segue over to you there, Billy. Thanks.
Yeah, that's right. Much like you're saying, guys, I mentioned earlier that we knew that we needed to be nimble. The state of Tennessee was challenged with the process of awarding money for the CARES Act funding that came through at the end of 2020, and the state of Tennessee did a phenomenal job administering that grant and tracking that grant, but they were given some fairly tight constraints from the federal government standpoint. So they requested us to and open the application period for several others, everyone in the state to apply for this money. And we were looking at the funding that was available. We were in constant contact with Irby over materials and supply chains. Talked to our contractor about what could we do for this funding. It was time based, and we had until the end of the year, December 15th, and this didn't roll out until September. So we, I guess I would say, go for broke. We applied for 2 different service areas, and we were very blessed to receive grant funding for those service areas. But there was a catch. If you didn't complete a specific amount in time, then you didn't receive the grant. And so we knew that we had a milestone to hit. And so just a rough idea on that, we went from the high level design of our network to constructible electronic prints within 30 days. In 10 weeks, we put up 2 million feet of fiber, and 30 days later, we closed that out, and submitted for reimbursement. So, and that not only was 2 million feet of fiber, but that was also all of the splicing cans, all of the cabinets, all of the splitters, everything it took to turn the customer up. We did that in 2 different counties in 10 weeks time. When we say we've got to be nimble, we've got to move, and without Render, I don't know how we would have been able to do that. So we've been very blessed with grant opportunities, but that's been afforded us by Render being able to do this electronically.